lot of old guys like me that have a younger crew that's very key to all this, all the electronic stuff. And then you have old guys that have been doing it so long a certain way that you're limited to how much you can do. And so then you lose the hands-on. Because you can only really, if you're the owner, you can only really go 1 or 2 jobs and you're taxed out for the day.
Yeah.
I could honestly go with, 8 jobs easily and manage them pretty tightly with everything that's going on as long as everybody follows the procedures. So I get to know when they get there, when they leave, I know where they are when they clock in, where they clock out. I have pictures of all the subs work every day. They have a list of things, but I know exactly what they're doing or where they think they're putting things. Sometimes plumbers and electricians, they're not all thinking about where the box goes or this and that. And they don't always remember everything that I tell them because no one ever wants to take notes. Everybody knows everything. But as soon as I see it in there, at the end of the day, if they put a box in the wrong spot, I can see it, and I'll make the guys go tear it out and have them, and have the subcontractor redo it. They never, honestly, nobody ever says anything, they just do it. Because they'll think, oh yeah, he said this or he said that, but it keeps me from having to go to the job every day. Being in Eugene and let's say the Portland job, I have pictures of everything. So I can look and see what it was the second I rolled into that job and then how it goes progressively every day and what every subcontractor does and where they're going or where they shouldn't be going. I kind of point it all out daily, so that's how I manage it. For instance, I had a subcontractor landscaper, she had all this lighting going in. And I just casually asked her, because the client was dealing with it, it's like, how are you gonna run that light? What's your plan for that? And she goes, well, I was gonna plug it in over here, and but the plug doesn't work. And I'm thinking to myself, well, how are you gonna get the lighting done? And come to find out, I just moved the electrician around there and said, well, we need to do this and this, and I took things that weren't up to code and had it all squared away and done. But that was all a typical BuilderTrend thing. I could see where everything was, and I knew what was legal and what wasn't. I didn't have to be on the job site, and this was just, forward thinking to cover somebody else at the end of the whole project. So when you have some subcontractors, they're just kind of on their own in their own world, and they don't want to acknowledge that, us as the general. But my job is to try to cover everybody's bases so that the end of the project is, an asset and not having an extension cord running across the wall. That's the kind of stuff you get when, people want to say me. It's very typical. And it usually happens when I'm dealing with homeowners thinking they're saving $1, but the end result doesn't what you get. With the BuilderTrend, it's really nice. Not only that I know when everybody arrives and who was there and what they did every day, I know when the material's being delivered, what's been there, it all gets checked off every day. And honestly, it's really handy with any obstacles people run into. They open a wall up and see this. I'm a picture away of being able to make a decision and look at something or shoot a picture over to the engineer and say, what do you think here? And then we plan the next move to make sure everything is going to go back together well, or the planning for the next sub to come in. So with BuilderTrend, it really is pretty nice. It covers the whole project from start to finish. And so you imagine I have 8 of them going. I could honestly just sit on my desk and manage everybody if I trusted everybody. I sort of do, but nobody thinks exactly like me, and they get pretty close of what's expected and what I want at the end result. But still, I'm not afraid to try new things to suit whatever situation we're working in. Not one size fits all here in the building trade. Thanks for checking out the John Webbcast. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram.